What would happen if someone like Tekashi landed in LA County Jail?
Oh, Tekashi, man, he comes out feathers, man. I don't know, I don't know how Tekashi would last in LA County Jail, man. Tekashi, man, he couldn't even last on the streets in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He's in these rich areas, and they're catching him in the hotel rooms. You know, like he went to like Hollywood. That people would break into the hotel rooms in Hollywood. Where's Tekashi at? So if they're doing this to him on the streets of LA, oh man, jail. He got nothing. He got no friends.
What was he claiming? Bloods, Treyway?
So I encountered before he ended up having a snitch jacket. He dissed LA, and it got so personal that I kind of took it offensive. So I flew to New York, right? I had a little business, but I was like, while I'm out here, I'm gonna look out for this Tekashi fool, and I'm on the gangster shit, but I was like, he's dissing LA. So if I see this fool, fuck this fool. You know, I'm gonna have to swing on him, do whatever, whatever, even though I know he might have security, whatever it is, but I'm gonna do justice of my feeling if he's dissing LA. So I find out he's at a club. I'm at a club, pull up. There's a little video footage of it out there. He had all his henchmen there, whatever. I had a couple riders with me, So like, hey, we're gonna rumble. That is what it is. But we're gonna fucking let him know LA's in New York. So I pulled up on him. Obviously he's a blood, so any issue he has, from what I know on the streets, it's a blood issue. It's nothing to do with us, because we're homies. He's not a homie. So him being wrong or bad, they got to take care of their own people. But my question to him was, I need to talk to this fool. And they're like, security. I'm like, nah, I'm from LA. I need to talk to this fool. So I pulled up in him. I go, what's up? You got a problem with LA? Let me know. I'm right here. Nah, man, it's all love. And, he pulled out his hand. It's all love. Then I seen the shoddy guy who's, I guess, locked up. Because I paid attention. To me, he's the gangster. I got to watch out for this guy. I'm not even watching out for Tekashi. So he grabs 6ix9ine like this. So I'm already thinking, so he sees me. If I take flight, he's going to throw him on the ground. Then, it's going to turn into something else, right? So he's holding him by the waist while I'm talking to him. Tekashi's like, nah. Then I go, all right, man, whatever you have, this is LA. I'm just letting you know. And if you got some issue, your own people, your blood, handle your shit. Even though I'm not in the gangbang politics no more, but it's just in you to like, he disrespected LA and I'm in New York. Tekashi's in the same club as me. I have to go to him, Like I can't just walk out this door like Tekashi's in the shit. I don't want to say nothing. Or, hey, I want to take a picture. Fuck all that. I'm going straight to him. I felt like I'm put on blast and I had nothing. Like if I don't do this, I feel pussy inside, right? Because I'm seeing Tekashi in this building. Even it's New York, there's 50 guys around him. It's his backyard. I'm going to go up and I'm going to let him know this is LA. And I did. I went up. He didn't come back with a smart remark. He could have. It could have gone ugly. And I was ready for that. I was ready for the worst things to happen. But I was like, I'm going to make sure, even if the worst shit happened, I got one lick on Tekashi. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That was my thinking, But it worked out where he's like, nah, I ain't got no problem with LA. He said it in my face. I seen him say it in my face. I was like, all right, that's your blood issue. That's cool. All right, boom, walked out. I was like, hey, I did what I had to do. I left it off my chest. And that's the wrong mentality you got to have sometimes, but that's the mentality we grew up with. And you see an enemy or somebody, I mean, I can't say he's an enemy, but he dissed the West Coast at one time and everybody was on him. I was there, so I had to let it be known.
So if 9 Trey Bloods is of Rikers, a prison gang, and Tekashi's rolled on these guys, how is he still alive?
Well, that's some New York stuff again. So when this happened, this was before all that snitching happened. And then now, I mean, I would think like this. Look, he's got a lot of money going on. He's got pride. I'm hearing that his first house he went to, he had the whole security, like cops everywhere. He snitched himself out. He went to the balcony. Some kid took a picture of him in the balcony. Next, everyone's going to that house. So, whoop, he moved out of there. So, I mean, I can't blame those guys either because the prize, probably a lot of fucking, shit going on. That's none of my business. That's not my problem. And thanks God it ain't my problem. That's their problem. And, I mean, who knows? I mean, Tekashi, time is the essence, right? I mean, if they really hate him, they might get him, whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't even know. I don't pay attention to the court cases. I just look at it like, man, it's a lot of clownery shit.
Can he no longer do public appearances then, or gig, because someone take a pot shot at him?
I don't think he can. I mean, really. I mean, I think you can and you can't at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? President, a lot of people don't like the President Trump, right? A lot of people don't like every president. They go out there. There's probably people that don't like them, but if they got enough services surrounding you, hey, man, you might not be touched, but what kind of life is that for this guy now? You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that all this controversy has actually enhanced his career and sales and raised his profile, even though it's negative?
Nah, I think he kind of fell off, honestly. I think he had that hype when it was first going on, but it can't last forever. And I was thinking, damn, this guy's actually lasting. He is somewhat staying alive and still doing it, but his expenditures of being who he is now is catching up to him. And he can't really, he's going to get the views, he's going to get the streams because it's a stream world now. Everything's about views. So he'll get that. But at the end of the day, how long are you going to get that for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have, he's with a record label, they're putting money marketing behind them. They got to do whatever they got to do. It's just a tough sell because you got to go out there and do shows. You got to do features with people. You got to really mingle and do stuff. You got to shoot a video somewhere. I mean, you're going to hide all your life. It's going to be tough. So he can play that game for a while, but how long are you going to hide for? You know, you're living to hide. That shit could be, that's a fucked up life for him, man.
And for his family, because the old school Italian mafia, don't harm women or kids, that's off the table now, isn't it? So he's put his whole family.
Yeah, but everything's just, you know, when you're living in that life, who knows? I mean, you already talked your shit, you already did your shit. Anyone's possible, you know, you gotta watch everybody. So, I mean, I got nothing to say about that guy. Just at the end of the day, it's just, he's in a fucked up position and he put himself in there because he doesn't know this life is kind of real, you know, and you get into that life and you talk tough and act crazy, you're gonna have to deal with it now, you know?
So I could see like he used them for street cred, and do you think they just used him for some money and stuff?
That's what possibly could have been. I mean, it possibly could have been he's a star. They got money to invest in him. Maybe, you know, maybe that was the case. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he actually, we can say that he wasn't a real gangster, but maybe he thought he was a gangster. Maybe he said, I am one. Maybe he wanted
We call that gangsteritis.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Gangsteritis.
So now he's got to deal with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Screwed up, you know?
Yeah. All right, so it's hugely inspirational that music kind of like saved you, would you say? What was those first tunes that just like really resonated?
The tunes up for me?
Yeah.
I just did, you know, my first songs were like, What's My Name? I talked about myself. I did one song called Southside Thing. I talked about the whole Southern California, you know, like it's our turn to shine. They did the G Thing remix with Snoop and Dre. Yeah. So I flipped it, did it Southside Thing, meaning this is for us. Now, they talk about the Bloods and the Crips in LA, but reality essays are the biggest in LA. And so I kind of put that as a forefront, like we're here also. And that was one of my first songs that I did. I put a lot of homies on my back. I represent our stilo, our community, and I went from there. And then I just kept going with that, and then I mixed different songs. I kept going. I just didn't stop, you know, I just kept going. But it originally started from representing our Southern California. Like, I was like, yo, you heard about the Crips, you heard about the Bloods, but what about the essays? What about the homies out here? And when I did that, everyone revolved with it. That probably made me who I am today because everyone's like, that's the real one right there. He's doing it for us. And then, hey, that got me in the music career, you know? Started music.
Looking at your music then, it's like you've got this raw, aggressive style in contrast with what you described as a style that the women like these songs more. Yeah. Which style do you prefer doing?